guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's December 10th and I have an update on two things. One is Sister Wives and second is the Duggars. First, we're going to talk about Robyn Brown and her reappearance and emergence and whether or not she's pregnant. And number two, we're going to talk about whether or not one of the Duggars might be courting Lauren Caldwell, Kendra Caldwell's sister. All right, before we get into all of that, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe down here if you have not yet subscribed and turn those notifications on so you know when I go live and new content loads. So yesterday, The Sun published photos of Mr. Cody Brown outside of Janelle Brown's house while he is being followed by paparazzi. You guys, this is so bizarre. But The Sun is so interested in the Sister Wives. They have somehow sent photographers down to Flagstaff to give them content related to them. They must be a very highly profitable family for this outlet because I've never seen them do this before with other families. Cody was spotted outside at Janelle's house with a mask on, social distancing, along with his daughter Savannah. It was around the time of Savannah's 16th birthday that he showed up, and according to The Sun, he didn't have a card for her. All right. Well, Miss Robyn Brown was also just spotted, and she was spotted out with Aurora running errands. This is kind of major because the last time we've seen a photo of Robyn on social media was in 2019 when the family shared a group photo on Thanksgiving of everyone. And it was a photo taken at one of the ladies' houses. It was their Thanksgiving holiday photo, and Robyn was there along with all the other wives. Now, since the pandemic has been holding over the United States, there's been quarantine restrictions and requirements for social distancing, and Cody has been apparently spending most of his time with Robyn. So while she was out, it was apparent of two things. One, she is clearly not pregnant. A lot of people were speculating the reason why we haven't seen any photos of her is because she might be having another child. This happened the last off season as well. She has this history of sort of getting offline during the off season. She doesn't participate in anything related to Twitter, Instagram, or anything. It's been said that she does not and struggles with online trolling and online comments, so she would rather just not be online, period. So when we do get to see her, one, it's shocking. Two, we can clear up rumors right off the bat. So one, Robyn does not appear to be pregnant at all. She was out shopping with Aurora, and neighbors told The Sun that it's very rare that Cody or Robyn actually leaves their property. So it appears as though Cody is spending most of his time with Robyn and her 5 kids, and it appears as though the other wives have become less involved in the family because Cody seems to be not spending time with the other wives. If you remember, the whole thing with their family was always that he would spend one night with Robyn, one night with Mary, one night with Janelle, and one night with Christine. A couple years ago, he mentioned that he does not spend the night at all with Mary anymore. So it was assumed that he does 3 nights a week, or he rotates 3 nights a week, or he rotates every 3rd night with Robyn, right? Neighbors say that he's only seen around the property maybe once a week and doesn't frequently stay long and spends most his nights with Robyn, meaning that he's not spending the night with Christine or Janelle. I understand that it's a pandemic, but they also are always all around each other, so it just seems odd that he would use this as an opportunity to not spend any time with the other wives, which is often put into question how much of a family this family actually is, how involved Cody is with his other children. So we know that Robyn is out and about. Robyn looks healthy. She looks happy, and she is definitely not pregnant. So that rumor is squashed. Next up, Lauren Caldwell. We know last week that Lauren Caldwell, Kendra Duggar's sister, her mom, Christina, and Paul removed a photo on Instagram of the two of them, removed a photo on Instagram of an engagement announcement that she had made between her and Titus Hall. This was a shock to the Duggar community and to the Duggar fandom because no one was suspecting that Lauren was involved at all with anyone named Titus. In fact, in the months leading up to the announcement of the engagement, there was rumors fueled that it happened to be that her and James might be courting. A courtship between the Duggars and the Caldwells, a second one, has long been suspected because Jim Bob and Paul Caldwell are close friends. Jim sort of looks at Paul as sort of a spiritual advisor, and so it would be the bringing of two mega families in the in the fundamentalist evangelical world together. There's always been a suspicion that perhaps one of the siblings, one of the boys that's around the age of Lauren, could potentially be her suitor. So last year, there was a rumor circulating that Jason Duggar had proposed to Lauren Caldwell. Then over the summer, it was that James and Lauren were courting because James was often seen with Lauren and with the Caldwell family. Now there's some speculation that it might actually be Jed Duggar that is courting Lauren Caldwell. Now, if you remember, in a video that Jessa Duggar posted, Jessa Duggar Seawald, on her YouTube channel, she did say to Jed, "Are you going to be painting a pumpkin for your darling?" To which he said, like, "How do you know that?" or something like that, with the suspicion that he had a girlfriend. So if he is courting someone, could he be courting Lauren? Or could it be that she's courting Jason, or is she courting James? The fandom on Reddit and all over the place is trying to piece together if Lauren had put off her relationship with Titus to maybe be with one of the Duggars. Now, Titus was 27 years old. Lauren is only 20. Jed is 21 years old, almost 22. He and his twin Jeremiah's birthday is coming up soon. Now, Jason is, I believe, 20. So you have all of these boys kind of in the same age range. And then I believe James is 19. So you've got 4 boys all in the same age range as Lauren and seemingly could be partners for Lauren. James, Jed, and Jason all have Instagram accounts. And so that has always made people feel like Jason must be courting someone because he opened up an Instagram account. Same thing with James. Although I should note that Jed has had his Instagram for quite some time, and he opened it along the same time that he decided to run for political office, which he effectively lost in November. So I know there's a possibility that this could be true, or there's also a possibility that it could be nothing. And my gut says it's probably nothing. Although maybe Jed. I don't know. You guys, every time we feel like we know what's going on with Lauren Caldwell and one of the Duggars, it's like we're wrong. Like no one saw the Titus Hall thing coming. And we still have no formal announcement that those two are not together. There has been no statement from Kendra, her sister, or her parents that this was a done engagement. The only evidence that we have that the relationship is over is that they've removed photos from Instagram. Both Christina Caldwell and Kendra Duggar, her sister, removed their photos of the engagement announcement, and Titus, his mother, removed her photo from her Facebook, and Titus deactivated his Facebook account. So could it just be that Lauren is not courting any of the Duggars? Maybe Lauren's just like not interested in the Duggars. Maybe not one of the Duggar boys is a good fit for her. And if it were between those 3 boys, James, Jason, and Jed, who do you think would be the best suited for Lauren? Like Jed seems pretty. The interesting thing here is that Jed did appear in that video with the Caldwells. So that video I showed you a couple weeks ago had Jed in the audience singing while Jeremiah was sort of leading the choir at that church. So Jed does seem to have some sort of relationship with the Caldwell family. And could it be that his relationship with Lauren is because of that? Or is it or could it be probable that they just happen to go to that church and are involved with the Caldwells? The Caldwells and the Duggars are very close. So I'm stumped on this. I don't know the answer. Until we get the formal announcement of who the darling that Jed is involved with, it's all going to be speculation. But right now the fandom is saying that it's Lauren. Who knows? It could be someone we never even seen before. But again, the rumor mill, it's the fandom. What are your thoughts? Okay, first off, are you glad to see Robyn Brown? And second of all, are you glad to know that she's doing fine, she's healthy, not, definitely not pregnant? And then what about this relationship that Lauren may or may not have with one of the Duggar boys? Do you think she's courting any of them, or do you think that Jed might just have some mystery lady that we haven't met yet? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.